Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I've been your host with the most, the Bridge 258, here to talk about today's game. Chelsea won, Brighton 0. Yes, guys, we have won a game and we have scored a goal. Miracles galore, to say the least. But yes, Chelsea have won the third round Caraboa Cup game against Brighton 1-0. And yeah, man, we're just going to have a nice little review about it quickly. Some of our thoughts, some of our opinions, whether or not we're happy about it or not. But let's get into it, man. First thing first. So, as I said to you guys before, one of the things that I really liked about today's game is that I feel like obviously there were a bit of changes made. Obviously, Cucurella right back, I was a bit unsure on, to be honest. Chilwell left back, I was like, we finally playing left back there, but should we have been really Chilwell. Matson's playing right wing as well. I would personally prefer them to play the 10 role, but however, we know that Palmer's there, so I wanted to put Palmer to play in the role that he can. Obviously, we're playing Mudryk now 3 games in a row, which is really great to see, and Jackson as a 10, as a striker, because of the fact that obviously he's not going to be available for you against Fulham on Monday. So again, you know, it is what it is. I was very happy with what we saw, the performances, etc., etc. So let's get into it. So going into the first half, I felt like we were doing the same thing where, you know, we were trying to do the attack. Brighton were trying to, excuse me, they were trying to essentially trigger the press into us, so they were trying to, like, you know, make the runs, everything, and trying to trigger the press onto us, and then we would try to trigger the press onto them, and then it wouldn't work. They're using Chilwell as their press trigger too, but at the end of the day, you know, they did create a few chances from there, but luckily we were able to hold strong and firm. I feel like in the first half in particular, Sanchez was doing a really bad job in terms of his distribution, hitting it all the way out for a goal, for corner kicks, for goal kicks for the other side, or like, you know, throw-ins for the other side on the forehand side. So wasn't helpful at all in my opinion, but it is what it is and we move. But yeah, man, again, you know, from a performance standpoint, you know, Cucurella had a really great performance in my opinion as a right back. You know, even I do think, like, initially in the first half, Mitoma kind of had him once or twice or 3 times on strings, to be honest, with some of the stuff that he was doing. But towards the end of the first half, he's doing really well, and then the second half, Estepinian, again, in my opinion, did a really good job against Estepinian. And then I can't remember who the other gentleman was. I think it was João Pedro, though, was on the wing there, so he did a really great job there. But yeah, man, big up to Cucurella on that front. Again, you know, when it comes to Sanchez, as I said to you before, I think his goal, in terms of saving, everything was right, but distribution was very poor today. Was putting the team in very dangerous, precarious decisions because his passes were not very accurate at all. Then you got Chilwell left back. Chilwell wasn't really doing that great. I feel like he was one of our very weaker players in my opinion, with the way he was playing and everything. So not that great performance from him defensively, and going forward wasn't really even trying to overlap or even underlap here. Whenever Mudryk had the ball to provide him with a second option at all. So very quickly, you know, he wasn't just a great player at all. He wasn't playing well, wasn't doing well, wasn't doing great at all in my opinion. So it is what it is, man. We move from that one still. But yeah, man, that's at least from the fullbacks and defensive side from it. Levi, as I said before, I was talking about the fullback, talked about the goalkeeper. In terms of the, like, you know, the centre backs, Disasi and Levi Cole did a great job there. And again, for me, it just shows when you play a centre back like a Levi Cole, who's a high potential, who's played really well in his actual position, he will shine, he will cook, he will do well. That's why I've always advocated for, and will continue to advocate on this YouTube channel, for him to play the left centre back role. Stop playing him left back, man. Stop doing that, Potato. The next thing, though, I will definitely talk about is the midfield. I think Caicedo had a really good performance in my opinion. Yeah, he may have made 1 or 2 mistakes, but other than that, he had a really good, strong performance in my opinion, Caicedo. So I want to pick up to him. Iguchuku had an alright game. Yeah, he made a few mistakes. You know, it was a bit, you know, not too accustomed to that, you know, to the style of play of Brighton and the way they were playing. And, you know, obviously he got away, in my opinion, what could have been a red card for the foul he did on Baleba. So that was quite worrying indeed, in my opinion. But yeah, good work from him, in my opinion, in regards to that. So again, Iguchuku, shouts out to him. Mudryk, again, first half had a really good performance, was creating a lot of good chances. He's been doing really well, in my opinion. Shout out to Mudryk, man. I think if you continue on this trajectory, we're going to be seeing more and more good games from him soon enough. He even had a goal scoring touch, which could have been a penalty. So, you know, again, it's a good performance from him too. So we move, and I want to say a very massive big up to him for that one still. So shout out to him, 110%. But hey ho, man, we move bombastically, and obviously Matson. He did a good job in the position that he was playing, which was right wing, and then he played a bit more narrow in the second half. It wasn't a position that he usually plays, so for him to perform to that level and to a really good level too was a great work from him, in my opinion. So I want to give him a big, perfect shout out and a massive respect to him too. So big ups to my guy. What's his name again? Ian Matson. Just kidding, haha. But Cole Palmer, I felt like in the first time he was all right, but in the second half he definitely picked up the pace, and obviously his assist led to the goal from our striker Jackson, who had a very good performance too, in my opinion. He was doing really well, was working hard, passing the ball to the wingers, driving the ball quite high. Obviously got his goal finally. He should have had two. The second one wasn't really offside though. Probably won't give it to him though, even though the game's finished. So yeah, he had a great performance there too from Nicholas Jackson. So I was very happy for him too, in my opinion. So personally, good job from him. Can't wait to see what he does soon enough. But big up to Nicholas Jackson. Very happy for him. I look forward to, after the Fulham game, which is Burnley, for him to do really well in it. So big up to Nicholas Jackson, man. End of the day, Chelsea have won the game 1-0, and very happy about that, man. It was a needed win. We had lost against Aston Villa, we had drawn against Bournemouth. We had lost the previous game before Bournemouth too, so we need to get back into winning ways, to get back into learning how to win, to do that stuff that we need to do, and we did a good job at it too, in my opinion. And I just think for me, if you're looking at it from Pochettino's standpoint and not understanding the subs now, the substitutions, man, made us worse, in my opinion. Like, Enzo in the 10 roll should not be happening, guys. Enzo in the 10 roll. Come on, man. Wake up and smell the coffee. Mudrik's always getting the first one taken off. Is that something like to do with his stamina? Like, I understand, but you get taken off for Sterling, so that was alright to be honest at the end of the day. But then Gallagher right wing was a fallacy, man. That was haram football, man. Absolute fallacy when I saw that, man. I couldn't believe my eyes, yeah, when I saw that we were playing, what's it called? Gallagher right wing. And, yeah, but it's what it is better today. Apologies for like this, man. Apologies for like all of the yawning and everything. It's not really great behaviour at the end of the day, so it is what it is. But we move. But that has been the game, guys. At the end of the day, I'm very happy about the performance. Very happy about the result. It was a much needed result, and yeah, that's the video, guys. Again, please make sure again to like, share, subscribe as always. I've been your host of the most, the Bridge 258. Dedicate your hearts, and as always, please make sure to stay blue, lovely, jubbly.